Okay, hi guys, welcome to the video. My name is Tien. I'm a Vietnamese staff from Remy English. So today I will talk about the teacher evaluation. So this will be our form. Okay, I will talk about questions and explain some concept about the question. Okay, first one, instructors arrival time for class. Because time is priceless. So I hope that you could come class soon, early, and prepare for it. And if there is something to happen and you couldn't make it to the class, uh, I hope that you could inform us so that we could give some solutions to the problem. Okay. Structure clarifies clearly the goals, requirements of the lessons. Uh, like before studying, you have to like name all the objective of the lesson so that the student could carefully prepare it. Uh, okay, the third one, pedagogic behaviors, gestures. Because you are a teacher, so you have to act like one. Like you have to be upstanding, you have to be confident, you have to have panoramic view of the class. I will explain it later. Okay. Instructor expresses the main ideas of the lessons properly, uh, accurately with a comfortable pace. Because there are a lot of Vietnamese students in the class that they are new to English, so you have to like speak slowly and loudly so that to make sure that they could follow you up. Okay, next. How often the instructor set up and conduct examples for students? Mm, because there are many concepts that's very hard to imagine or hard to understand. So you should set up some examples, especially real life example, so that to, to make it easier for students to understand. Okay, instructor expand lessons and use real life connection. So basically, this question is a little bit similar to this question, and so you don't have to like teach only in the ABA lessons. You could talk about some matter in the real life world in order to help the student to think outside the box. Okay, next. Teaching methods are appealing to students. Like um, there are a lot of teaching methods, and teaching methods is the way so that you could make your lesson more attractive to the students. So remember to like use it flexi- flexibly and in various kind. Okay. Okay, next. Solutions for students' problem are satisfactory. Like during class, there are many issues that the student met, and they will ask you about the solution, and you have to solve their problem satisfactory. Okay. Okay. Next, instructor is approachable, friendly, and well mannered. Because like mostly our Vietnamese student, they are pretty shy. So in front of them, you have to be very friendly and approachable. so that they could open to you and talk to you. Okay. Next, instructor encourage students to take part in the lesson. Well, yeah, because you will be friendly, you will be approachable and well mannered. So and it's really important to encourage students to take part in the lesson. Next, instructor apply teaching materials effectively. Okay, I will give an example. Like there are words that's new to the student, and you want them to learn it by heart or to remember it. You could write it down on her notebook and give it to her so that she could study it at home. Yeah, something like that. Okay, this is very important, very essential. Instructor sees the whole picture of the classroom. Uh, for instance, like in the discussion part, when you facing, uh, you have to be like facing all the student in the class, and you will like have a look around and see their facial expressions to make sure that they understand what are you talking about or not. Okay. Okay. This instructor visualize the lessons through image, videos, and examples. Like I said, like I have said before, there are many concepts that's really hard to to understand. So you could visualize the concept through image to video, like you could search it on the Google for the image and the video. I think that's very good. Okay. Instructor flexibly organize the time and content of the lesson to catch students' attention when they are spaced out. You know, maybe they are tired or something like that, and they are spaced out, and you have to like reorganize the time, the schedule of the lesson in order to fit the time. Okay. Before leaving, instructor reminds you to carefully prepare for the next class. Well, of course, like you have to uh, be, before you go to class, you have to prepare the lesson first, so to make so to have the learning sessions more effective, more efficient. Okay. How often the instructor give tasks to the students? Uh, some students they like to be challenged, so you could give them tasks to help them improve their English skills faster. Yes. Uh, Instructor apply visual as image video in teaching. Yes, like I have said before, you should like apply visual as more often in the teaching. Professional documents are well prepared. Like you have to prepare your teaching thoroughly. Yes, this is a very important thing. Instructor use smartphone in class. You know, using smartphone in class could interrupt student thinking flows. So I think that if it's your, I think that you shouldn't use smartphones too much in the class. In like only in emergency cases. Okay, only in emergency case. Instructor explain objective coherently. Okay, I've talked about this before. Instructor correct student mistakes thoroughly. You know, students they make mistake, and through mistakes they learned. So I hope that you could correct students' mistakes, like their grammar or their pronunciation, so that they could improve their English skills. Okay, next, instructor review the last lesson. Yes, like you have to check the previous lesson to 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 check if they are remembered or not. Student level of understanding after the studying session. Of course, like you have to evaluate their understanding after the studying session. So to make sure that they understand the lesson completely. Finishing level of studying session according to student logbook. Like you have to write down the like the learning process for the student, so that we staff could like evaluate the efficiency of the lesson. Okay, okay, the last question. If you have some suggestions to improve the class, to give to improve, to enhance the class, uh, please write it down, and because we really need that to like improve. Okay.